Yesterday we worked on solving proportions, making our own proportions. Today we're going to use proportions to find the percent of change and solve problems using percent of change. So dealing with tax problems, discount problems, stuff like that. Okay? Okay, so we're working with percent of change, percent of increase, and percent of decrease. So for percent of change, you're going to be given your original and you're going to be given your new. Okay? You want to find the difference between those. So you just have to subtract bigger number minus a small number to find your difference. So you get 8. Was that an increase or a decrease from original to new?
Decrease.
From original to new?
Decrease.
It was an increase.
It was an increase.
No.
Original was 32, new is 40, so you increased. Okay? Yep, look at the original to new. If your new is bigger, you increased. Okay? So, let's talk about this little setup here. You're going to put your change on top. Change over original. Change over original. Then to find your percent of change, what's the highest percent you can get?
100.
100. So, to find the total percent, you need to do R over 100 or X over 100, whatever you guys want to do. Okay, because we want to find the total percent out of 100, all right? And then they would solve just like we did yesterday with cross multiplication or butterfly or whatever you guys call it, okay? Here, is this a percent increase or a percent decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease, why?
Because the original is bigger than the new.
It goes from 20 to 4, yep, and our decrease change is what? What was our change? 16. Well, how would we set this up then?
16 over 20
Yep.
equals...
X over 100.
Yes, good. Your change over your original equal to that new percentage you need to find, X over 100, okay? And then you would cross multiply. Let's do this one here. First, we need to find what?
Change.
We need to find the change, if it's an increase or a decrease. Is it increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Decrease, so you know you can automatically take out the increase, A and C. What is our change? 2. How do we set this up then? Change over original equal to X over 100. Remember, 100 is our total percent. We need to find the percent of the percent of the decrease. Yes.
You did the fish method, like 2 times 100 divided by 20?
You can, yeah. So 2 times 100, 200 equal to 20 times X, 20X. Last step would be to divide by 20. X equals 10. So we had a decrease of 10%. Okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Here, increase or decrease?
Increase.
Increase. So take out those two options. What is our change? How do we find it?
48 minus 12.
48 minus 12.
36.
36. How do we set it up?
36 over
Over 12.
Change over original equals
X over 100.
X over 100. Change over original. Make sure you use the original, not the new. Okay? Now we do what?
36.
Multiply.
Yep. 36 times 100 is 3600. And then we have equals 12x. Last step. Divide by 12. X equals 300. So increase of 300%.
I told you to get
It was just an increase of a big number.
Are we doing okay with percent of change?
Yeah.
Okay. Biggest thing. Do you use the new or do you use the original? Use the original. Yep. Because you want to know what happened to that original value. What percent of that original value changed. Okay. Working with sales tax. So we want to find the tax. Does the tax increase or decrease your overall price?
Increase.
It increases it, okay? So after you find the tax, is that your answer?
Yeah.
If it wants to know the total price.
No,
No, you have to add it to the original price, okay? So, to find the tax, if it gives us a price of $32.75 and our tax is 5%, what do we need to make sure we do with that 5% before we do anything with it? We are going to multiply it, but you can't just multiply it by 5. You have to change it to a decimal out of 100. You have to move the decimal spot. So, if I have 5% here, this is my 5%. How many decimal places do I move it over? Twice, because it's out of 100. So you go 1, 2, decimal points now here. So now we have 0.05. Okay? You have to do that step. If you don't do that step, you're going to get a way off number. Okay? You have to make sure that you switch it. And then you multiply by the price. And then your tax is this. Okay? So we found the tax. Now we have to add it to the original price to find the total. Okay, so let's try it. Here, portable CD player costs $69.99. If the sales tax is 6.75%, what is the total price? First step, we have to do what?
You have to move the decimal.
We have to find the tax, so we need to move the decimal. We have 6.75% here. Which way and how many places do I move the decimal?
Left and 2.
To the left twice. So we have 1, 2. So our new number is this. What do we do with that now? So we have 69.99 times 0.0675. You got to include all those numbers. Type it in. You got calculators. Type them in. I want everyone to type it in.
You're not doing it.
4.7.
Shut up.
Shut up.
4.724325. I want you to keep that number in your calculator. Okay, with that number, what is our last step to find the total price?
Add to the price.
Add it to the original price. We have 69.99 plus this number here. So all you got to do in your calculator is put plus 69.99. What do you get?
$74.71.
Yep, now you have to round it to that nearest hundred spot. Any questions over sales tax? Now we're doing discounts. What do you think the difference is between sales tax and discounts? What's the difference between sales tax and discounts? Discounts were decreasing the price. So what's the only thing that's going to change? Instead of adding the tax, we're going to subtract the discount. Okay? So here, we have 15% off of $19.99. What do? What's our first step?
Move the decimal.
Yep, we got to find that discount. So we have 15% as original. Where do I move it? How do I move it?
Left twice.
Left twice. So now we have 0.15, yeah?
Yeah.
What do we do with that?
Multiply by the price.
0.15 times $19.99. Stay with me, please. Everyone type that in. 0.15 times $19.99. You should get 2. Yep, go ahead.
2.9985.
9985. Leave that in your calculator. What is our last step?
Add the original price.
Or subtract from the original.
We need to subtract because it's discount. So $19.99 minus that discount. So you need to do $19.99 minus.
$15.99.
It is $16.99. Okay, so to be careful, you have to be careful of if it's asking for discount or tax. Okay, be careful. With tax, if it's asking for tax, what do you do for your last step? Add. If it's asking for discount, subtract. Okay? Any questions over percent of change, discounts, and sales tax?